Hello everybody, welcome back to Mining Modern. I'm Corbin Hostler and this is Grixis Waste Not. So this is a reader submitted deck. This one comes to me from Rusty. Shout out to Rusty for this. I've changed the deck just a little. I added Lilianas, I cut a couple of some slower cards, I put in Wrench Mind. But by and large this is the deck that I was sent. It's got some pretty fun ones, I'll tell you that much. It's all based around Waste Not. Now Waste Not is a pretty great card. I believe this was actually the community designed You Make the Card when Wizards did that, I guess, whatever this was, in 15. So what this does, it's a 2-mana enchantment. When an opponent discards a creature card, you get a 2/2 black zombie. When they discard a land card, you get 2 black mana. When they discard a non-creature, non-land card, draw a card. So this has a ton of power. Of course, the rub is you have to make them discard cards. So, you know, a lot of times maybe you see it in sort of an all-black discard shell, you know, in the 8-rack sort of decks, and that's not what we're going for here. This is a Grixis deck that plays a little differently, and this is a value engine in the deck, but, you know, we're not on the rack plan, right? Because this card is, I mean, that deck's a proven archetype, and this card's sort of not been there, so we're trying to build around Waste Not here. So what that means is, we also have its buddy, Liliana's Caressed. Magrim never looked so good, however you say Maygrim, I don't know. But either way, 2-mana enchantment, when an opponent discards a card, they lose 2 life. So, one of the issues with this is, say we have all the discard spells, right? We have Inquisition, we have Thoughtseize, we have the Wrench Minds, we have the Lilianas. We have a lot of ways to make our opponents discard cards, but what if our opponent doesn't have creatures? How are we actually going to kill them? Liliana Ultimate, as good as it is, doesn't necessarily kill them. So I've thrown 1 Pack Rat in here, so we do have a manner in which to kill our opponent if they don't just scoop, or, you know, Liliana's Caress in theory can get them, but what if they gain a bunch of life before you get a lock going? This deals 2 damage to them when they discard, but what if they're just drawing and playing a card every turn, or drawing and playing a land, or whatever? Once you start getting to that top deck. Now, Burning Inquiry is great because it's a sorcery. Each player draws 3 and then discards 3 at random. Now, there was another card in the deck. I think it was called Wistful Thinking. It was a 3-mana blue card that was target player draws 2, then discards 4. And that's sort of the same idea, right? Is you can force them to draw and discard even if they have no cards in hand. However, I cut it in favor of Liliana because that's just probably generally better when you're trying to get control of the game. But as it is, we have blue mana for the Serum Visions because this is really important for setting up and getting rid of discard when you don't need it. We have, I love this one, Dream Salvage here. 1 mana, blue or black, draw cards equal to number of cards target opponent discarded this turn. So that is a 2-mana combo with Burning Inquiry. You make them draw 3, discard 3, and then you draw 3 for 1 mana. We call that one Ancestral Recall. But this was 2 of in the original list. I kept it for the fun. It's pretty nice. I like it. So you can also set it up, you know, where you make them discard 2 and draw 2 with this on turn 3, so on. And then we added, we of course have to deal with what they get on board, and that's why we have Anger of the Gods and Damnation. Now we are weak to opposing Planeswalkers, but that's why we play all this discard, right? We have to keep them from, you know, landing their own Liliana or a Gideon or, you know, whatever, right? Some sort of Planeswalker that wrecks us. So that's the deck. I think it's pretty cool. Also, we have the Blood Moons in here because, you know, why not lock them out? Now, we are a 3-color deck playing Blood Moon, and that's a little risky. However, we have the 1 island, and none of our spells cost more than 1 blue. We have the mountain doesn't matter, obviously, but we have 2 swamps, and that is enough to cast Wrench Mind, and that's enough to cast Liliana and Damnation. So we have to be very careful with how we fetch in this deck, but this deck has a lot of fetch lands, so we can kind of make the Blood Moon work for us in those situations. Now, I did board in some more Blood Moons here in the sideboard. I'm not sure if it's correct or not, and I don't know if this is the best hate. Maybe Fulminator Mage is better. Maybe some other form of lane destruction is. I don't know, but you have to have something for Tron. So we're rolling out with Blood Moon here. So rest of the sideboard, Relic and Surgical for your graveyard hate, Shadowstorm for your artifact decks, Anger of the Gods, of course, for the other creature decks, Blood Moon for the Tron decks, Slaughter Games for the combo decks, and it's just generally a good card a lot of times to get some decks. Can't be countered by spells or abilities. Name a card and take it out of your opponent's hand and deck. It's great. And then Echoing Truth, because you might have noticed a theme here. Our deck's pretty bad against Leyline of Sanctity, so we do need Echoing Truth. Well, you just need some sort of answer to Leyline of Sanctity. So, I don't know. I have no idea how this deck works. Shout out to Rusty for sending it in. And I'm excited to give it a shot. You know, Waste Not is one of those that I always want to play, and I never have before. I've actually never cast this card. But it'll be fun. You know, win, lose. We probably won't be drawing. We'll be drawing some, but then discarding. So, but win or lose, I am excited to try out Waste Not. So, here we go. Let's get on it with Grixis Waste Not.